What is this intricately carved hinged wooden box with slots for holding something? It might have been a gift from someone returning from South or Central America. It has carvings of a bird and something that looks like a dragon on top. It splits open into 3 sections, and each has evenly spaced holes. The carvings on the outside are fairly ornate and well polished, while the inner woodworking is less impressive. Any ideas? It's a cigarette holder from the late 19th to early 20th century, and probably Anglo-Indian or Eastern origin. Here's another one purchased at the Dragon Dreams Museum in Chattanooga, Tennessee, which closed permanently in 2016. You'd sit down and roll for half an hour and fill your box so you wouldn't have to stop and roll one every time you wanted a smoke. What is this metal ring with a removable plate and a wooden handle, found while clearing out an old apartment? The only identifying mark is Canada, stamped on the bottom plate. Google Lens comes up with only a sifter and a magnifying glass as the results. Any ideas? It's for shaping hamburger patties from the 70s. Here's a similar object labeled as a hamburger measure with a brand name Androck. Here is another in a set of cooking utensils labeled Androck stainless steel. And here it is in a different Androck set. I found this metal in my neighborhood woods in Minnesota. Made of metal, pretty light, and some of the color has worn off due to it being underground for a few decades. I have a place in my neighborhood that has an abandoned car from around the 1940s to 50s. Me and my friend accidentally discovered some old things that were scattered around. I came back and started digging on spots where I found stuff. I found this metal thing. Does anyone know what it is? It's a medal of the Catholic Aid Association. CCV stands for Central Catholic Verein, a union of Catholic lay societies mostly serving German immigrants in the US. NCWU stands for National Catholic Women's Union, the women's auxiliary organization of the CCV. The medal is possibly from a joint convention of the CCV and the NCWU. They began holding joint conventions in 1916, per the Archdiocese of Philadelphia. This has been hanging on the wall for 3 years. My mom found this at an antique shop, but no one knew what it was when she took it home. It's about 4 feet tall and it looks like an old seed planter. I've seen similar designs made of metal, but there's no hole in the bottom. What exactly is this thing? It's a Mathani churner, a traditional Indian churner used primarily for churning buttermilk, making butter, and preparing various other dishes. Its use dates back to ancient times when electricity was not available, and manual tools were the norm. The process of churning butter using a Mathani is not just a culinary practice, but also a cultural ritual, often associated with festivals and traditional ceremonies. This is coming out of the terrazzo floor at my cousin's house. My cousin lives in an old house and pulled up a rug and found this. Google says that it is a coupling probably for a chainsaw. We are mystified. Thanks in advance. It's called a floor tread. It's basically an old floor switch under the mat to give warning when the door is opened, or under the table for calling servants. It would be low voltage, like a doorbell, hence the lack of concern about exposed contacts. It was patented on September 6, 1904 by William J. Tonkin of Ansonia, Connecticut, for the Ansonia Electrical Company. What is this wooden cylinder created with 2 halves and has a metal center? This appears pretty old and has evidence of being blackened by heat. It was in a dollar box I got at a farm auction. It is about 6 inches long, about 4 inches wide, and it is held together with bolts. Both the external wood and metal center appear to be 2 pieces. Any help would be amazing. It's a flat belt pulley from the 19th to the early 20th century. A type of pulley designed to work with a flat belt to transmit power between rotating shafts. It was commonly used in older mechanical systems before the widespread adoption of V-belts and timing belts. What is this wooden cross-like structure with pulleys found in the rural Midwest? Approximately 15 feet along each side. I did some reverse image searches and couldn't come up with anything. It's a windy day, but it doesn't appear to move much, not even on its axis. Being a rural place, I thought maybe it was some kind of engine hoist, but I'm not sure how that would work. I also wondered if it was some kind of workout equipment. Basically, I'm at a loss. What is the purpose of this? It's a hammock stand. This photo shows a hammock that looks exactly like the tree in your photo. The description says, "A very unique design allows a hammock to be hung from a tree similar to a tire swing." But how is this better than just running 2 ropes down from the branch above? Well, you'd need to get the ropes really far apart if you want to lie down in it. The structure pictured spreads the 2 ends to make the hammock work like a hammock and not a chair. What are these soapstone carvings where everything is mirrored? My guess is they are used as molds. But for what? I don't know. Most seem to be around 1.5 inches across, with the biggest one being 4 inches across. I see the years 1845 and 1825 carved into 2 of them. I think the writing is French, but I'm not sure. Help me out here, please. They are dies for pressing commemorative medals. This one appears to be a medallion commemorating Martin Luther and his 95 Theses. If you look closely, this one has the reverse of this medal of the creator of phrenology, the obverse of this one of Marie de Medici, the reverse of this Napoleon one, this one commemorating the Treaty of Schönbrunn, and this medal of Pierre-Paul Rubens. I was able to find so many of them, but I have no idea whether they are copies of extant items or they're the initial forms from which a casting was made. What are these small 2-inch tall porcelain roosters speckled green and brown with a 1/2-inch hole on one side of the rooster and on the bottom? I bought these at an antique store yesterday, and I'm not sure what they are or what they're used for. I tried using ChatGPT and did a few searches and couldn't come up with anything. Any help would be most appreciated. My mother in the 70s used to paint these in a ceramic studio and then use them like beads in macrame. Compare your roosters to the rooster bead on this macrame towel holder. I think it is made from the same mold. This photo shows you how it is attached. What is this tool in a restaurant in Buffalo that has old photos and trinkets from the city's history all around? We have no idea what it is, nor could we find any information on it. It's cast iron and it has E.W. Spalding Buffalo, New York patent pending on it. It seems to be a puller or something of the sort, with 2 clamps attached by roller chain to 2 handles. It measures approximately 11.5 inches tall. My family all wondered what it is, other than a conversation piece. Any ideas? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.